They just mad one nigga did what they did
We
for
ain't
like
pop
8
off,
years.
but you did.
That's
bet.
crazy. Sounds
That's
like
a bet.
Pokemon
Yep.
suing fucking Pal World, huh?
Bro, it's even worse. The dude who made the schedule one game is one nigga.
It's cool when they do it.
One dude.
Fuck him.
Yeah, apparently he even has a Trello board that shows like his plan for future updates and stuff he wants to add and stuff. It's one person.
Damn.
How that nigga? That nigga. He
Nigga
put a lot
working.
of evidence. Yeah,
He
like
working.
working, but like his interest is
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
They did knock
He
me
not
off my
frauding.
horse.
Pretty sure it's one person. I've only seen one name, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down to talk about Assassin's Creed. It's been what? It's been out for like 3 weeks now. Has it?
yep.
Yeah, it's about time for a little month review. I'm okay with that.
Hey, let me know if you need the login. Put your review on Twitter.
Nah, I'll leave the typing to y'all niggas. I'll send a summary to y'all and y'all
I'm more
type.
of a yapper.
All right, yeah, you can send it to me.
I'm more of a yapper.
I mean,
Yeah.
you might as well just put it down if you gonna send him a
Shut
summary.
the fuck up, Striker. God damn, Mister, I'm gonna use the thesaurus for every word on a review and post it.
Oh, shit.
I'm telling you,
Why
bro.
sound upset?
That
Bruh,
boy was writing a presidential speech. Like, what was you doing?
his
Hear
first one
ye,
was
hear
perfectly
ye.
fine. He just had to fix a few grammar mistakes, and then this nigga revised the entire thing to
Niggas
that
can't
bullshit.
read.
That was
Oh my
wild,
God.
bro. A nigga gave a revision of the revision. Like I asked for that shit.
Bruh,
Shit is
Striker is
insane.
bruh, on the little graphic I made, Striker is the only reason that I put a space for you to put your name at. To make sure you sign that was your bullshit. If we didn't have to worry
You did
about
not
talking
foresee
about
that
that,
coming.
I probably would have just had to say the summon at the bottom corner and call it a day.
No, yeah, that shit was
You ain't that smart to
Insane.
come for that.
my thing is. Oh wait, are we want to roll into it? We gonna talk about shadows first?
Yo, what's good,
Talk
Day
about
Day?
Shadows
How's it
first.
been?
What's going on, Summit people?
We got an intro?
No, I just wanted to say what's up.
Oh. Yeah,
Don't forget to
YouTube.
catch us in our Discord server at discord.gg/the summit. But no, diving into the shadows, it's been out for like 3 weeks now. My impressions on the game, I love it. It was very controversial for the whole, ever since it's been announced and even up to its release. You got a lot of hidden racism going on. Rain, was that Rain that tagged me in that video, and we had a good laugh about it in Discord when he made like this skit about like the difference between like Yasuke and like everybody was like kind of, oh well, why would I play as some big strong samurai guy who can't climb on things, and then the dude was like making a joke. He was like, well, and Naomi is the assassin, and niggas wasn't trying to hear that. So I thought all that was kind of funny because it is a lot of subliminal racism tied to a lot of these comments when you hear about the game. Everybody's like, oh well, why would I want to play as that? It's not even historically accurate. What they say is it's not they go like, it's not historically accurate, and I'm like, when has anyone ever played a video game and went, oh, this is not historically accurate? Never. No, you didn't hear that shit until they saw a black man as a samurai, and that cracked me up. I thought that was kind of funny.
And that nigga's in their history too, so it's not like the shit's
It
fake.
is. It's insane, bro. It's funny, and it's like people go, "Oh, we're not racist." I'm like, just say it. I would respect you way more if you just said it. Like it's not a big deal, bro. Just say it. Don't make up these excuses. Just fucking say it.
I've said it before when it comes to racism, because remember, niggas was complaining about the lack of white people in Black Panther. Did y'all forget about that?
Were they really? Yeah, they really were. You talking about the original drop?
Yeah,
really
on the
were.
original one.
It's just crazy. And like looking at this game, people go, oh, like day one, they were like, I'm not playing that. And I'm like, why? Like, just either play it or don't play it. That's fine. But don't try to justify not playing it based off of your favorite YouTuber who has some stupid shit to say because he wants to be different and wants to have clickbait views and shit like that. Or like, if you don't want to play it, that's fine. But have your own reasons for not playing it. Rain sent me a screenshot of his coworker. That shit took me out. I was literally in bed and we was laughing about that in like the DMs for a little bit. That was funny. That was a chick, right?
Yeah.
She said, well, I watched it. Fuck out of here, bro. You Oh, you're watching it on YouTube. Has so much shit to say. That was funny. She had a
Oh, it
lot of
goes even crazier, bro. She said the hip hop Oriental music. I'm
bro.
like,
Yes,
man.
yeah. Like when you're doing like a an action scene in Shadows, they got like this. It sounds like action based. What's the word I'm trying to use? It's like action based Japanese theme music, right? It can be conceived as hip hop, and she was like complaining
You've
about
seen
that.
Kung Fu Hustle, right? You know, like it's that type of shit. Look,
It is that type of shit, and I mean, but it's like there's no problem with it. I don't see what's the issue.
There is no fucking issue.
Issue.
That's what I wanted to hear, bro. I just wanted to hear that. Like, why are we beating around the bush? Just tell me what the problem
I'm
is.
saying shit is stupid. And then she brought up the
Yasuke's
whole
problem. Oh, you could play the entire game, not as Yasuke. Well, fuck that.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I don't want options. But then when a game doesn't give you options, oh, where's the options? Fuck out of here. I'm so tired of people. They
bad.
irritate
While we
me.
on it, bro, like
Mhm.
it's crazy because same thing. Well, not the same thing. A similar situation happened today, but it was two black coworkers, like two of my black. I was talking to them because he was like, "Yeah, you abandoned us on Rivals. You don't play with us." And I was like, "Yeah, I ain't been on there type shit because Shadows dropped. You know,
Yeah.
Razor can attest to that. You know, I've been on Shadows, crazy, and
You still
I was
leave
like,
me hanging.
hey, chill. We coming back. You know, mommy gonna choke me, but
What?
my bad.
Wait,
So
wait for
like
the section.
I said I was playing this Yasuke, yes sir. And it was like, oh yeah, people on Twitter are calling him Yasuke. And I said, yeah,
Oh my
well, those
God.
are probably gay people.
Gay
And they
people
was
that
like,
chose
yeah,
the options, right?
yeah.
Right.
They said, what you mean? Because they haven't played the game, right? And I'm like,
They
well,
didn't.
you have to choose these options to be gay. Like, the nigga's not naturally gay. And I was
Ooh.
like, what? Because they said their homeboys was playing the game on the low and was talking about it. So I was like, yeah, you might want to talk to them boys. Because I said, there's a little heart by it and everything. You know what you doing, you know?
You know what's crazy?
You know
I
what?
just ran into that quest today. What was his name? His name's like Isel something, right? The dude that's like non-binary or whatever. I ran into him today and I saw the quest line. It was like heart or the other thing. I didn't run the quest line because I mean I didn't want to.
I
But I
haven't
mean, if you
even
want to, you
came
can.
across that and I beat the game.
Bro. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to like commend about this game. Honestly, I found him randomly because all day today, since the auto follow feature's been coming out, I just been traversing the map trying to explore more, and I ran into him accidentally, and I was like, oh shit! Like he's not a part of the main storyline. He's like a main side quest, whatever that. Yeah, he's like main part of the side because you get an achievement for finding him, and I found him like, oh, this is the dude I saw on Twitter, and so I do his quest line, and I see like obviously the options, and I didn't choose it. And then I'm like, wow, like niggas complaining about this. One, you got to go out the way to find him. So people who are complaining about him, if you didn't accidentally run into him, and he was like deep inside of like where was he? Like he was like deep inside of maybe Yamashiro, like deep in like the mountain areas and stuff. And so when I found him, it was a complete accident. If you didn't find him on accident, you had to look on YouTube how to find him because he's not a part of the main quest. So one, that proves niggas was going out their way to either find him, or when they found him, they chose that quest line and they knew he's a dude. So you saw the heart, and the heart means relationship. So you picked that just to complain. And then motherfuckers go, oh, well, you know, Yasuke's gay. He's not, I mean, he's gay if you want him to be gay, fine.
Yeah, that's you.
But he's not gay. So like, it's funny, man. And it is Yasuke's quest. And it's like, you know, it's just going off piggybacking off what you're saying. It's just so true. Like people they just want to find something to hate about it. And it's like, there's not much I can hate about this game, you know, especially like the biggest things that were bothering me about this game were one, the no auto follow that was bothering me when it first dropped, but now we have it. The not being able to sell multiple items, now we have it. They even tidied up some of the way you traverse on your mount because that it was a little choppy at first, but now they just smoothing out the edges on that. I've noticed. Some things of Naoe too, when she's like doing her climbing and shit, they smoothed a lot of that out. So there's really nothing I can really say about the game that I'm just pissed about. Like I'm enjoying it. I don't understand why people can't just play the game if you are interested in just like enjoy the game. There's like nothing wrong with that, you know.
Huge quality life changes. Huge quality of life changes they added. That's dope.
Yeah. And I like like you were saying, like the little things you can buy, the huts, the little hideouts. Those are dope. Like when I it comes in clutch when I don't feel like necessarily climbing to a viewpoint in that area, but I have a hideout I can purchase. I mean, it's expensive. Don't get me wrong, but
Price drop.
it's clutch.
Price drop as you upgrade your hideout.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Okay, that's more incentive for me to go back and fucking upgrade my hideouts.
Yeah, them
And I gotta
buildings
do that
are
anyway.
important at your hideout, man.
They are. They really are. They really, and it gave me more scouts, like you said.
Yeah, XP.
I really love the scout system. I love it.
One of them
Like-
increases how much XP you gain.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what else do I like about this game? Like, I really love the way it's smooth. I'm playing on PC, so I don't know how it is on console, but I rarely encounter frame drops. Maybe if I'm streaming it, I might get one every hour or something like that. I'd rarely notice it. The gameplay's smooth. The visuals are gorgeous. It's only crashed on me 3 times out of like 40 plus hours of playtime. So, I mean, and the majority of that was before the first big patch. So, I haven't experienced too many issues on the crashing portion. What else we got about Shadows? I love the story. I really do. I can't express that enough. Like some of the side content I'll be skipping through just because I'm like, all right, I'm kind of in a hurry. There's a lot of shit to do, so I'm like, all right, I'm not too invested on too much of the side storyline. But the main storyline I'm fully invested in. It is really good. The exploration, I will say it, because the problem with Valhalla and a lot of people were complaining about was how open it was and how like it felt bloated. Well, this game, it's not. I wouldn't say it's bloated. It's very open. I think it's like 35% smaller than the Valhalla map, but inside the world, there's actually so much to do. Like I said, I ran into that dude just randomly exploring. Like, and there's so many things. You ran into a bunch of side quests, important side quests, and you get new trees. Shit. When I was exploring, I killed a guy. And he was a part of a tree that I didn't even have yet. So now I got that tree unlocked, but it's not unlocked yet because I haven't even found the side quest for it. So it's just a guy that's killed. So it's just
organization.
Exactly. It's an unknown organization. And I like that too. So you can just be out and about. And if you kill a dude, like you kill him and it's cool. Even though you haven't unlocked that side quest, like nothing's locked.
You kill him.
And I like that. But there's a lot of content in the world. It's not like it's just a world and they just placed you with nothing to do. You can just explore if you want to, and you'll run into stuff. So I like that. The one discrepancy I will run into is just mainly kind of like an impatience thing. It's not like obviously not a deal breaker. When I'm doing the damn like those little yoga things, or praying takes too much time. I wish I could skip that shit. I mean, I recognize they're doing kind of like a culture thing. But I wish there was an option to like speed that up a little bit, just because there's so much of it. I just want to, like, if I get to a prey site, I want to be able to, okay, let me click Y or triangle and then that be it. I don't want to go through the whole cutscene. That, and then the samurai stuff with Yasuke gets a little tedious. But other than those, like the game is fun. The game is fun. I love the assassinations. I love how fluid it is. It doesn't feel like any other Assassin's Creed game in a good way in terms of like combat. They definitely upscaled their fluidity in their combat. But that's just been my experience. I want Rain to talk about his, but so far that's been my experience, and I'll probably.
I got one thing to ask before you let Rain go. I haven't played it, but I did see some stuff about the AI not being completely fucking retarded, like past games. Is this true?
Yeah. So with the AI. So if you play it on normal, I'm playing it on normal, but if you even on normal, like if you're
in locations,
you said what?
If you hide in certain locations, they'll find you.
Yeah, they'll find you now. Like they won't just ignore you. Like if you're there, they're like, okay, somebody's here, you know. But on like if you play it on the hardest difficulty, they have a vertical look as well. Like they can look up and down. Like on normal, they can only look horizontal, and they won't find you if you're up in a building or up in the trees. If you play it on the hardest difficulty, it truly feels like you need to be an assassin, because they will see you on the rooftops, and that's their main way of like being sneaky on the rooftops. Like they'll fucking see you, and they'll be like, hey, there she is, or there he is, and they won't forget about you. Like it ain't no more. You'd have to run outside the base for them to forget about you. And so the AI is really upgraded, especially like on the normal mode. Like if I'm not running out of the base, out of sight, where the territory I'm attacking, they're not gonna forget about me. Like you're gonna be in combat mode the moment you're seen, and they will alert other people in other sections. So it is really good. And if you're wanted in the areas, as soon as an AI sees you, they're fighting you. So They did upscale their AI in this game, so that is true, and it does scale onward the harder you make the difficulty as well.
That actually sounds awesome. Awesome because like
It's a great game, man.
there is in past games where it's just like you're playing around stealthy and it's just like how the fuck did he not see me?
Hmm.
How did I murder him before
Must have been
right
the
next
way.
to the person? How did I stealth kill this person right next to somebody and that person didn't see me?
Yep, they'll see you. Also, the game scales with your level. So if you're in an area where you've beaten, like as you keep leveling, the area levels with you. It won't be outside of your level. Like say you're level 30, it'll stay around 26. Those lower, quote unquote, lower level areas, and obviously you got higher level areas. But it'll scale within five ranks of your rank just to keep the game on its toes and not make it too easy, because I'm like level 30 now and I run into areas where like the lowest area is like level 26 because it keeps scaling, and it's still it's not boring, it's still refreshing to fight because I can't just one hit these enemies, and I have DLC gear and it's fully maxed out to like my current level. Like you can't just bully these guys, and then if you go into areas that you're not ready for yet, they'll completely like shit on you. So I do like that aspect, and they have confirmed another DLC coming out. So I mean that's good. There's so many good things about this game. That's why I can't really understand the hate. And this is coming from a guy who's like, this is like honestly my first real Assassin's Creed game. I enjoy it. I really do. But I'll let Rain talk because he's played almost all the Assassin's Creed. So I'll let him go on. How's it comparing to like other Assassin's Creed games?
I enjoyed it, but Valhalla better still. I mean, personally, just from a gameplay experience, not having to swap between characters for the different play styles, I guess. It was seamless in that aspect. I do like the quality of life changes they have, so that takes away a lot of complaints people have, like travel times on the horse and then clipping into mountains and things. I think a lot of people don't understand you're supposed to stick to the past in the game and enjoy the scenery.
That's very
they
important.
really do not want you to take the mountains.
No,
like
it is not Ghost of Tsushima. It is not Red Dead. They don't want you doing that shit. Yeah, you're right.
Unless it's snowing, I guess, because when it's snowing, you can kind of climb mountains. But otherwise, I would also say the other gripe I have would be I do enjoy the open world aspect of the game and you being able to assassinate any and everyone who could be associated with whatever. But the story, I guess, could potentially be hard to track because it's not necessarily linear. So you can do it at your own pace and it's like completely up to the player, I guess, which makes it hard for you to build relations or like a connection with the main characters or their stories, I guess, unless you actually lock in on the story and do it, because if you do a part here and then, I'm going to do the other part about a week down the line, you're probably going to forget what the fuck you were really doing in the story. And it's going to kind of feel drawn out and vague, but that's my only complaint about it. Otherwise, I did like this story. It was good, but certain parts of it, I felt like I did kind of predict, like it was, you get it. You get what they were doing. Obviously, they didn't stray too far away from, I guess, a potential path. But
no, it's definitely comfortable.
Yeah, it's definitely smooth. I don't know if I have any other complaints at the moment. I don't know how to start the DLC, I guess.
Is it out already? It came out with the update?
I don't know.
They did. That's pretty quick.
I know they announced it. I don't know if it's out yet.
No, like with the release of the game, there was supposed to be like the DLC content, like the extra 10 hours of gameplay. Supposed to be there.
DLC
Maybe you gotta
release?
find it.
What kind of future is this?
Yeah, they released like extra content.
Because they pushed it back, so many times. They were like,
But there's a DLC coming out too, like an extra. I don't know how many hours. Something separate. I'm not sure.
No,
I didn't get to that either, or when that's releasing. I do want to say I do like the weather system. It gets annoying as fuck sometimes. Because like if it's raining, I'm like fuck, I'm sliding everywhere. But I do like that. I like the fact that it's not just stale and it's always just one element. You do have to factor in a lot of the. You do have to factor in the environment when you're going through places because you'll slip, you'll slide. If it's summer, you have better terrain. If it's winter, I mean, the lake freezes.
Yeah, and you slip and fall on the ice.
Yep.
You lose balance.
I do like that. That is really cool. I do appreciate them doing stuff like that. It's just the little minute attention, the nuances of the game, attention to detail. I really appreciate stuff like that.
Yeah. If only a developer played it, they could probably appreciate attention to detail. But most of our developers like fucking indies, even though they can't put out their own.
Damn.
Hold on now. I haven't bought the game because
He wasn't talking about us. Don't say anything. You gonna give into it?
I do intend on buying and playing Shadows. I just haven't done it yet because I have a lot of shit in my backlog.
What about the Salem Witch Trial game that we were supposed to be getting, sir? I was trying to plug it,
Oh shit! Y'all didn't get in Salem Witch Trial. The whole game idea has changed, and we have started working on the game. It's going to be a mixture of the way Lethal Company and Backrooms is how it works. Actually, and release date for that is Should we share that information yet on the play? Yeah, we can.
Probably
October
not.
Hold on. Yeah, I want y'all to be honest.
All
right.
Yeah, we actually are working on it. Both of us.
How about a release date?
It's putting in work.
Yeah.
We have
We got a solid release date already.
Yes, it's gonna release October 13th this year during the Steam Horror Fest.
Ooh.
Oh, for how much?
$10.
Oh.
The game is multiplayer. I'm paying for lobby and relay stuff, the BitBox stuff. So there's certain online features. So
I need to see a trailer before I commit. Is all I'm saying. I put my hat in the ring once I see a trailer.
Expect the free demo June 9th.
Niggas spend $10 on bad down bags. I think I could give my friends $10 or associates.
And there's a Steam Fest that starts June 9th through 16th, and we'll be releasing a demo where there'll be a playable level.
But I mean, that's all I got to say about Shadows for now. I recommend it. It is in my top. I'm gonna say it's in my top 5 right now until anything else comes out. Kind of knock it down. It is a really good game.
For game of the year? Is that what you?
Yeah, it's in my top 5 for game of the year.
Top 5 for game of the year?
Yeah.
This year?
Yeah.
What else on that list? Just so we.
I'm gonna say Ghost of Your Tie is gonna make it just because I have faith in
Oh, you on the
prediction? I mean, nothing yet so far has come out this year from me. I mean, It Takes Two. It Takes Two. Fuck it. What's it called? Split Fiction is really good. I ain't finished it yet.
They already said it wasn't gonna win though. That's what they said.
In my opinion, it shouldn't beat Shadows. It really shouldn't, but. Niggas don't like you.
Like Wukong lost. You think Shadows can't? Come on, man. I don't see. That's what
Wukong did lose. Shit. Shadows won't win just because it's Ubisoft. Just because people and it's a black. That's what I want to say as well. I know you mentioned you don't like the Switch characters too much. I love it because when I'm in scenes where I'm fighting these brutes, Naomi is not taking out these brutes like Yasuke would. I love the fact that I can switch to my character and just demolish.
It wouldn't matter. You could just do that.
Yeah, you can just do that.
Or you could just do stealth if you decided to. Like if you want to be a brute like a Viking, Eivor could do that. Or if you want to be an assassin, because he is the assassin, you can do that.
That is true.
That's all. That's why I like it better. Like if you enjoy Shadows as much as you are, once you fully do everything you want to do on it. Set some time aside and play Valhalla full through, bro. Like, and I know
I want to if it stopped crashing on me. Shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember you couldn't play much.
Bro, I could not play it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Real hard for a multiplayer.
You said you fixed that, bro.
No, I didn't. Well, I fixed it. I fixed it on my the last time I booted up was like a week before Shadows, and I fixed it, and then I died, and I got pissed off. I was like, "Fuck this shit! I'm just gonna play Shadows when it drop." But for like a whole month, I was uninstalling the game. I was looking on Reddit for shit. I'm like, "What the fuck?" I think I fixed the problem. But obviously Shadows is already dropping. I'm like, I'm not about to invest in time of Valhalla if Shadows fucking just dropped. So I'm gonna go back and play it. It's just I guess that's the problem. But for that whole few months, I could not play the game. And I had 8 hours into it, and I'm like, which don't seem like a lot, but it was a good amount into the story. Which I will say, how Valhalla story was presenting itself, it was a lot. I wouldn't say a lot more, but it was more interesting than Shadow's story. Not to say that Shadow's story is boring, but Valhalla does have the better story in terms of the amount I played up until that time versus, Shadow. So I will say I'll probably enjoy Valhalla's story a little bit more than I do Shadow's.
And my only tip would be is make sure you're utilizing like the ship you get too, bro. Because like the map is big for a reason. You're supposed to raid, like you're supposed to be a Viking, and them niggas got shanties and everything. It's a big.
I do like they jump niggas in that game. I do like that.
Yeah, exactly. He own it.
I ain't gonna lie, the raiding was fun. That's the main thing I did when I was playing it.
That nigga said Split Fiction not beating Shadows, but fucking
it's not. In my opinion,
had a better story than AC Shadows. Bro.
Well, it's not all about the story.
3.6 rating.
What got a 3.6 rating?
You could take those like reviews at face value, bro, because everybody hates Ubisoft and they've hated how they turned Assassin's Creed into an RPG.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you got a prime hater here with us.
Yeah, exactly.
All 2024.
You were the hater, is what I'm saying.
Not me.
Or you could play it and
actually dropped a hate track on fucking Ubisoft all 2024. I'm cool with
that. I'm not talking about that right now. We're talking about why you don't play Assassin's Creed.
We are talking about that because I said we had a hater in here. We
are
not talking about
but the difference is I give hate when it's due and I give praise when it's due. I'm not
Striker,
I don't like Ubisoft.
What do you know that, Striker?
Huh?
What do you know that?
And type hater, his picture
Lord
pops up.
Almighty.
You know what I mean? Like, there it is.
Bro, Striker said he didn't like John Berthal earlier. I can't get boogie with Striker.
Exactly. Talking about that nigga wasn't a good puncher. I was like, fuck everything he talking about.
I can't get boogie what he talking about.
I said he's a weak actor. Like, he's not a good actor. He's a B-list actor.
You haven't seen him in anything but Walking Dead. That's a whole conversation on its own. You saw him as Shane in 5 episodes of The Walking Dead. That's it. He died within
you think he died so early?
Oh my
you
God.
haven't seen him in Punisher?
He hasn't seen Punisher. He hasn't seen Punisher, Daredevil. He hasn't seen any of that. He hasn't seen Shot Caller. He hasn't seen fucking Sicario. He hasn't seen fucking what
Fury?
else is John Berthal?
You didn't see Fury?
He ain't seen Fury. He hasn't seen Fury. He ain't gonna see this new upcoming movie that's coming out this weekend. He ain't seen none of his roles. He hasn't seen John Berthal. He's talking about he's a mid-tier actor. He's a
Baby Driver.
He ain't seen none of that. None of it.
Oh my God!
Someone does this kind of justification and they say, "Oh, he's meat riding." Niggas with double standard, yo. That's just
nigga laughed at his own joke.
But my thing is, you haven't seen him in anything, but you said he's a bad actor. I don't understand that. That's like calling you. That's like going, what's something fucking? That's like seeing Pedro Pascal's first role and going, oh, he sucks.
I'm trying to see, I'm actually trying to see, have you seen him in anything? Besides,
he's seen him in Walking Dead the first 5 episodes.
You haven't seen any of those things I just named, is what I'm asking.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Sicario?
No,
he has not seen Sicario. A great movie, a fantastic movie.
I don't think I've heard of it.
You don't like good things.
That's wild.
You haven't heard of Sicario?
So Stranger Things ain't good?
Oh man, I haven't seen it. I can't really.
It's good. Stranger Things is good. That's a show though. That's a show. I'm talking about movies.
You said just watch in general.
You like Wolverine and what's his name? Deadpool. You like Deadpool and Wolverine.
That shit was fire. Movie of the year. Absolutely.
It was not movie of the year. That was money grab of the year. That's what that was.
Dude,
I didn't even
just shit on Logan, I guess.
I watched that movie in fucking TikTok Reels.
What?
I didn't even want to go see that shit. I'm talking about the Wolverine Deadpool shit.
I know what you're talking about.
You watching the TikTok Reels?
It was worth the watch, you know.
It was worth a watch for sure. It was definitely a good action.
It was just a nothing.
Spend money on.
It was nothing to it though.
You would have liked
it's like
it.
Watching Transformers. It's like you gonna see it.
You go see Transformers.
But you don't go, oh, this is great.
Transformers too.
Transformers is good to watch. You know,
after
I'm talking about, now that it's my money, it wasn't worth it to spend because when Transformers coming out, it was my father's money.
Okay,
true. But back to Ubisoft.
The first one.
Bad to Ubisoft, bad to the game of the year shit. It is okay to hate on Ubisoft when the hate is due. They've been fucking up a lot. And I think that, they did right by Shadows. I'm gonna give them their credit. I'm not just gonna hate Shadows just because I hate Ubisoft. And I don't hate Ubisoft. I hate the shit they do. They do a lot of stupid shit. So I mean, Suicide Squad killed Justice League. Stupid. It was stupid as fuck.
Bones.
Stupid.
Quad A game.
Quad A game.
Quad A game is what they told me. Them niggas took money from me.
Suicide Squad right now is 90% off. You can get that bitch for $4.
The shit should be free. It should be hot.
It should be free as fuck. So yeah, they did a lot of stupid shit. But I will say that this is a game of the year contender. It won't win because it's Ubisoft, but I don't think that's fair. I think too many people got once they're stuck on a hype train, they won't let go of it. You got motherfuckers that probably love Shadows, but they won't admit it online. Just because they're probably part of a little clique that's gotta hate on it. And so when you got a mob mentality like that, this game ain't gonna win it. In my opinion, though, it's a top 5 right now. There's nothing that came out that's topping this right now, and I don't think I say what's probably gonna make that list is when Ghost of Yotei drops in July. What else? GTA 6 will definitely make. I'm not gonna say definitely. You never know, but we'll probably make that list.
This year?
It's releasing this year.
No, it's not.
It's releasing. They made a comment. They said it's releasing. They said they're hiding their release date on purpose because what they're gonna do, and we called it on the podcast. What they're gonna do, they're gonna drop it on surprise.
That shit is not dropping this year, bro.
That shit is dropping this year. It's gonna drop after Borderlands.
That shit is dropping February 28th next year, bro.
You think so?
You heard it.
I think so. I don't think it's coming out this year.
Why not?
Don't get me wrong. I agree with you about the anticipation and all that shit. Because it's Rockstar, they don't really have to fucking market anything. Whatever they release,
it's already marketed. It's already marketed. They don't need to market it no more. Well, their word of mouth is so crazy on this game that they can drop the pre-order tomorrow and be like, hey, it's coming out May 9th, and drop the pre-order tomorrow, and it'll still probably get $1 billion on the pre-orders alone. And it's gonna probably make $2 billion by the end of the year on just on sales alone.
PlayStation Network, Game Pass, Xbox, all that shit ain't even gonna be able to load for most of us niggas. That shit happen.
Hell no. PS4 niggas gonna be like, why can't we play it? Come on now. Time to retire that console. No, but I mean, as far as those two, I want to say Phantom Blade's not coming out this year. It's next year. Man. But yeah,
Kingdom Come 2.
Oh yeah, that's yours, huh?
Yeah, 91%
Metacritic.
91% Metacritic. 10 out of 10 on Steam, 9 out of 10 IGN. Doing well.
I feel like it's gonna be forgotten about by the end of the year, though. That's the only problem.
So. I think so too. Honestly, just because of what won last year, Split Fiction's probably gonna win because they're gonna throw on some kid, family friendly shit to win.
Yeah, I don't think GTA will take it only because
GTA will take it if it comes out. If it comes out on time before the deadline.
Did GTA 5 even take it? I don't even think GTA 5 took it when it dropped.
The game of the year?
Did it?
I'm pretty sure it did.
Somebody fact check me.
Let me check right now.
But while he fact checks that,
GTA 5 2013 game of the year.
It took it? All right, bet. Well then, if GTA 6 drops, it'll probably take it then.
Like Last of Us 1 over GTA 5. Man.
Did it really?
Yep.
Oh.
I thought you would know that. You like Last of Us, and that's what won that year. That was the year that it came out.
Oh, another game
came out 2013.
Yeah, Last of Us. Yeah.
Oh well, to be honest, I didn't play Last of Us story until 2022. So.
What?
Yeah, I played Last of Us in 20. So my history with The Last of Us, I played their faction for years, and I never touched the story. Like this was back before I played story games. I didn't play story games. I just played multiplayer games. So I never touched the story. So I was just playing factions, and then finally, Part 1 came out when they redid the entire game, and I was like, "Oh shit! I mean, I got a PlayStation 5 now. Maybe I should play The Last of Us." And then Razor was like, "You never fucking played it?" And I was like, "No, not the story."
What the fuck?
Like I got like a lot of hours played in Last of Us, and I never touched the story. And then fucking,
come get your man.
I played it.
Yeah?
and it was a great game. It's in my top. It's in my top 10. It's a great game. That and Last of Us 2.
That nigga been pushing that weak drug on you this whole time.
Oh man,
Ain't no way.
Okay, what did y'all have to talk about? That's my Shadows review. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I love it.
Damn,
I love it.
that's supposed to be game of the year.
I gave it an 8. I'm not gonna lie. I think
I
I
can't give it a 10. I'm gonna give it a 9. I give it a 9. I love it.
I like that guy. I can't wait for you to play ball.
I love it. And you know, they added the auto follow, so you know they got an extra point for me.
I was talking to Obi about that like crazy. I was like, as soon as they put that shit in the game, niggas just gonna set a waypoint and disappear.
That's all I do. That's all I did today. I've been doing this shit for 8 hours. So if you watch my screen right now, I've been putting that auto follow on, and I've been
off course since he started.
Yeah, I said once you explore everything for real, then you lock in on the story. You can just fast travel the way you need to get.
I'm saying that's all I'm trying to do right now. Because it get annoying. I can't find nobody in no areas. It's like, oh, he's in this area. I'm like, damn, I ain't even been there yet. It's so fucking big.
And like the difference is when you're traveling on foot, it doesn't change your seasons as quick as it does when you fast travel.
Yeah, exactly. That is true.
Get them scouts back quicker. Paying that shit is expensive. I mean, upgrade
$200 a pop, bro.
Yeah, that shit expensive. It start to add up, bro.
That shit crazy.
I got 7 scouts.
Oh, I can't even go to those on the islands. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, my bad. We stopped doing that shit.
Yeah, so that's my Shadows review. I'm loving it. 9 out of 10 for me. But fuck the scores. It's a fun game. Go play it if you want it. If you don't want it, don't fucking play it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, man. Be a black samurai and a small Asian assassin. Like,
right? It's
lit.
great. It's lit as fuck.
She got a couple different fighting styles that you can appreciate. But now we're gonna turn it over to our co-host so they can talk about Schedule 1 and their drug selling.
Yeah, let's talk about this narcotic game.
Hey man, this game is teaching me how to trap if I ever lose my job, and I greatly respect it.
Is that on the record?
Yeah.
Just making sure. Make sure we strike
out. My high roller. You dealing?
Anyways, the game
you're already under generous supply, bro. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Everybody wants to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say nobody come get me, Ashley, please.
Guys.
All right. Anyways, Schedule 1 is basically like, think of like Drug Dealer Simulator, but you know, not broken and buggy so like you can actually, you start off in your motel room and you have a couple weed plants and you start making deals, you can make more contacts or whatever for people that buy from. You have like a curfew at night, so if you want to, you know, go sell whatever, like you got to sneak around, avoid the cops and stuff, and making your sales at night gives you a bonus to you know, money that you get. And then as you like make more money, you can do stuff like launder your money through businesses. You can get you can start creating different kind of drugs that cost a bit more than the manufacturer and stuff like that. You get warehouses, vehicles to deliver it. It's pretty good in detail. There's a lot more to it. I've only played like almost 2 hours. Striker has, I think, like 8 hours in it already, so he probably knows more further than what I've seen so far. But the game is pretty awesome, and right now, speaking of Drug Dealer Simulator, they're looking into possibly suing Schedule 1. Schedule 1 was made by one dev, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure. If it was more than one, it was probably about 2 or 3. I only see one name on the in the game or whatever, but Drug Dealer Simulator is currently getting review bombed right now because they're an actual company, you know, with resources or whatever, and somebody made a game kind of similar to theirs, but you know, not completely the same, and I guess they didn't like it because if the game would have did bad, they probably wouldn't have been bothering them as much. But the game is doing amazing, one of the top selling games on Steam right now, actually, which is pretty crazy for damn near a solo dev. So what do you got to say about this, Striker? Because you got a bit more hours on it than me.
The shit is pretty dope. Like, I could see it, you know, getting a little bit more potential as far as it has potential. Right now, I feel like the game is, I wouldn't say stale. I feel like there's just kind of, the content in it is your bare bones kind of like early access game. As far as like the stuff that High Roller had already mentioned. But they do have a map or a roadmap for what they're gonna include into the game, and some things that he has been including already. Simple things like additional shops, a little bit more interactions with NPCs in there. The cops are gonna get a little bit smarter over time. So like I could see this being what I feel like it'll be a game that has an element that I feel GTA doesn't have, which is GTA. I feel like is more chaotic. Is basically just cause, and just cause I feel like kind of died. Just because we already have GTA. GTA does the exact same thing, except it's an open world. It has a huge lobby for the multiplayer stuff or whatever. So it's like, why would people play this other game that's I think it's just single player, and you're just causing mayhem. They could do it with friends. I think the one thing GTA doesn't have though is like that actual like thug side of it, or like the gangster side of trapping and fucking like selling drugs, or like doing other mischievous shit other than just fucking killing or stealing.
Putting disrespect on my man's Lamar.
I get what you're trying to say. GTA does have that thug side of things. It's more like like the bigger scale. After San Andreas ended, it was more like you were dealing with like big time people mostly.
I mean, besides San Andreas,
you can own factories in GTA that make drugs though, like bike clubs and shit. Yeah, GTA 5. You can own
you can do all that.
Your bike club can make drugs. You can do that shit.
You should know, Striker. You play GTA Online.
Really? We go.
He hasn't really played since that came out.
Oh, that's years. All we do is get on there, go to the casino, lose money, and then we get off for the night.
that's what you do.
I'm not gonna lie, Striker. I got a whole warehouse with drugs and all that shit. The motorcycle game. Yeah, I got I own the nightclub and stuff. There's a lot of different stuff. It's pretty cool GTA what it still has, but I think a big thing why
when people say GTA and like some of the shit that makes it rated M, drugs is like the last thing that comes up. It's usually killing, stealing, robbing.
I get you.
Or ass or titty shaking in front of you.
Yeah, there's a strip club. Yeah, GTA incorporates a lot of those things. You know what I mean?
Drugs is just not one of them. It's just not up there.
No,
especially not how Schedule 1 is doing it.
Yeah, but the reason why you probably maybe hop on Schedule 1 because you can just hop on a couple of friends and have fun and just do it work versus niggas who like might suck at GTA or just started playing online even though it's 2025 might not be ready to hop into a GTA lobby and they can't get nothing done because they're just getting immediately murdered.
You got to deal with the players in the police
all the time. Exactly. So like Schedule 1 gives you that freedom to to go do your stuff and just play with friends and then enjoy your time. You just gotta worry about the the cop NPCs which could be a bit smarter and but it's a single player. It's a single dev, so I'm sure he'll get around to it. There's a lot of stuff on his roadmap, which is on a Trello site. You just type in Schedule 1 roadmap, and you'll be able to find it. Like right now, he has a pawn shop system in process in the game. It says blue ball boutique interior and wall decorations, and then he has some monthly update ideas and smaller additions / improvements and stuff he recently just got done, like the van vehicle and the select custom amount to buy from shops. So he's still working on it and adding stuff. Of course, the game's in early access. It's because I do think this is a very ambitious game. A lot of many different features and systems for like a solo dev, but he's doing well with it. People love the game. Very positive reviews, and I think it'll get better as he updates and adds more stuff to it.
How long has it been out?
Like 2 weeks.
It came out March 24th.
2 weeks.
Okay,
how's that shit doing? Sales. Hold on, curious now.
I know it has over 90,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam right now.
Damn.
Schedule 1's theme stats. Currently, it sold 5.2 million copies. Gross revenue is 89.1 million.
Oh wow! This is truly a solo dev. He's doing very well for himself.
It is multiplayer, right?
Yes, it's multiplayer.
Okay.
That is.
Yeah, it's like for example, when we were playing it, like as a team, like I was going around buying merchandise and stuff that we needed. Jeremy was out making the sales, so it's like a runner would, and
Hold up. No, I was cleaning the community. I was doing good by my community.
anyways, and our other friend was he basically stayed in like the house motel or whatever, and basically did like all the mixing of the drugs and prepared stuff or whatever most of the time. So it's kind of like you got to play it as like a team. You know, everyone had their different roles and what they did. And yes, Jeremy was cleaning up the city today because you can get some extra money early on in the game where you don't have a lot of money by recycling.
Hell yeah.
Trash around us.
Birthday.
What kind of weight y'all pushing?
They're not selling that Tropic Thunder.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. No, you said you had the right answer.
Last time I was on it, we were moving OG Kush. Now what they've been moving since starters 8 extra hours.
What's this we?
We said we incriminating.
Hey bro, it's over. They caught us.
Can you be the police in that game?
Hey, hold on.
Leave the fact in that this is a video game.
Can you be the police in that game?
Dirk said that too.
He did say that.
These are all props.
Don't they got 1,000?
It's not real.
Don't they got 1,000 pages of this nigga Dirk talking about the evidence?
Oh, he fraud.
3 years worth.
Yeah, he fraud.
Phone calls and everything.
He on iMessage. They got calls. They got iCloud pictures. He fraud. Yeah. Whatever if a lawyer get him out that jam, that's gonna be the next Kardashian. Next Rob Kardashian.
Nah, he hired Joe Proctor from Power.
Facts. What was Razor supposed to talk about today?
Season 2 of Rivals.
Ooh.
Why he bring me up?
Said you was gonna talk about season 2.
You don't want to talk to us, Razor?
Nah, I was just wondering why I got called.
That's you
I'm
said.
not the only one that plays Marvel here either. Yeah,
I think you're the only person really truly playing Rivals right now.
Yeah, you was on yesterday.
It's been like a week. Yeah. I mean, I was playing back on it for like last week and whatnot. It's pretty smooth experience.
Matter of fact, we were cooking Striker yesterday because he don't know nothing about the Marvel Rival story.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. I think that's a provable point.
Yeah, that's true. So season 2, what's going on?
Yeah. All right. So season 2 is coming out Friday. So as you're hearing this, season 2 is out. You know.
That's true.
It's coming with the usual new character Emma Frost. Everyone, including someone here, has been
I heard about jiggle figures with that.
Yeah. In her little highlight intro, there is some jiggle figures there. Physics there. They definitely did their thing there. But on top of that, new map, Krakoa. Place of the mutants. If there's any
like the lights.
Yeah, the same color scheme as 2 other blonde women in the game too. But thicker. But along with her,
calm down over there, Rain. Relax.
White chocolate snigger. You don't like white Reese's? I like white Reese's.
I like white.
Damn, what about the Reese's part? I just forgot.
My mic cut
arrested Ashley yet, bro.
Oh my god.
Ain't nobody.
We're in the middle of a recording. If you didn't see.
Oh my apologies.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what Razor was trying to sell.
Trying to sell Marvel Rivals. Thank you, Free, for the toss back. You're great as always. But and of course, it comes with a bunch of buffs and nerfs. I'm not gonna bug you guys with the details. If you want to, obviously, I passed those out. You can look at, and probably a shit ton of other videos too, because this game is oversaturated with content creators. But the biggest twist are, your boy Namor. He basically getting buffed with another team up with Hulk this time. Permaban, in my opinion. Not biased in any ways whatsoever. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Hulk getting buffed too, though. So why would you do that? Who we banning? Nah, we not banning Namor. Not that nigga.
We banning Namor.
He got to protect the supports for real, bro. So who's gonna stop the divers if we ban Namor?
That ain't my problem.
You diver. You know what I mean? It's a very dive thing to say.
Yeah, but it's kind of disappointing for me. Emma Frost, because I was looking forward to Ultron, who's coming in the second half of the season. So I'm off to that. Got another months of some change before we get him. Besides that, I don't think there's any other big changes to the game. Just a new season. There is a big promise of releasing. Like once they get this season rolling, they want to release a new hero every month, which sounds actually insane. 12 new heroes a year. Y'all think they can do that? Like, and they'll be good.
As long as they, fire their entire team again.
Not shade, but you think like the characters will be basic or like underdeveloped, undercooked?
I think there'll be some balancing issues, but I think they'll work that out.
If they do 12 a year,
yeah. So they want to do like one new hero a month.
It depends on their team. Honestly, they
definitely got a lot of material. It's Marvel, so they got a lot of pre-existing things to choose from.
12 a year shouldn't be too crazy.
And they said they're definitely part of that fun over balance type of philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they worry too much about the balance going into it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Emma Frost. She's finna shut down all dive heroes, bro. Even further. But so I'm looking forward to it for just the sake of content, I guess. Personally, though, I would love more maps. I feel like we have a lack of maps. I want more maps than I would heroes at the moment. And also, like I feel like you play on the same maps, so like over and over again so often, bro. You get the same map like 2-3 times in a row.
How many maps are there?
Often. I think the randomizer isn't
percentage.
Yeah, some of them
are small ass fucking number. Hold on.
Yeah, they're way heavier in the rotation. That shit come up too much.
Yeah. There are 14 unique maps right now, which kind of crazy. Then
you play the same three.
Each location, as also each location has like shares 2 or 3. But yeah, I don't know. I can't be the only one feeling this way though.
Nah, I feel the same way.
Thanks, JD. I forgot you was here.
I feel like the major map that I play on every time I get on is the spider. What is it? The Penny Spider map. That's the map that, and then the Thor maps, or Asgard. Typically, always those.
I always get sent to fucking Centaur, bro.
Is that the alien looking one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Play that shit 3 times in a row in the rank in comp.
Man, don't be tossing that to you, bro, like candy.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I don't know. How y'all think y'all feel about the new season? Think you have fun? Think it's gonna be sucky?
I'm looking forward to it.
I think it's gonna increase the amount of people to insta-lock tank, which is gonna free up DPS for me a lot. So
I was gonna say, is anybody gonna switch roles this season?
I'm a player, sir. I play all roles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely want to focus on getting good with tank. That's my weakest.
I feel that too, JD.
Well, you switching your role, striker? What you swapping to this time?
I agree with him. I said I'm gonna run tank this season.
Okay. That boy finally finna play some tank. What tank?
Who you gonna play?
Huh?
I want to hear him say it. Say her name. What tank?
Say her name.
Oh shit,
that's crazy. Who'd you be saying?
Only one female tank is crazy.
Not really. Actually, there's 2.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Which one you picking?
Venom.
Yeah, okay.
What we on, yo?
Yeah, okay.
Now, one thing that I'm upset about this new season is how they remove Winter Soldier from Rocket's team up.
Yeah, he's got to team up with somebody else, though.
What?
Yeah, he's got to team up with somebody else now.
With Cap.
Yeah. They do the bro fist.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
Well,
does.
I mean, it does.
You
It
not
does
watch
make
Winter
sense for him.
Soldier? They beat Iron Man's ass together.
Stop it.
Damn.
You remember that?
They jumped them.
They jumped my boy.
Barely won.
Barely won.
And
I don't think there was no barely.
Hold on now. Think about
Who
it.
walked away?
He was trying to be very lethal to Bucky, but he was holding back from not murdering the fuck out of
Said,
Captain
give
America.
me that shield back.
Okay, if he was looking to kill both them niggas, they would have been dead.
Daddy gave you that shit.
There was a number of moments where he was just trying to get tapped in the fuck out of his way instead of actually fight that nigga.
He said, "You knew?" Yes. I'm about to go back and watch Civil War now. That shit was funny.
Man, how many times did this make?
No cap. I've probably seen Civil War maybe 100 times. Not too much.
Man,
I've only seen
you beating us in episodes, man.
But not the whole movie.
It is one of the Marvel movies.
Don't ask me how much I've seen Age of Ultron. I've seen that.
How much have you seen Age of Ultron? You shouldn't have told me not to do it.
I know, right? Damn, I probably can remember something. I've probably seen Age of Ultron. No bullshit. Probably close to well over 300. Only because when it came out, I had it downloaded on my computer and we had no Wi-Fi. So every night instead of Netflix, because I couldn't get on, we had no internet. I had to watch Age of Ultron.
Okay, bro. At first, my first defense, I was like, damn, maybe it was like the only VHS type thing that it had, and like he had to watch every night. So otherwise, I was gonna judge the fuck out of you. I'm not gonna lie.
Like for like 2 years straight, not 2 years straight, but for like a year straight, I put it on. I played it on my computer whenever I went to sleep. We weren't out for Wi-Fi for that long, but for like 4 months we didn't have Wi-Fi. So I just got into a habit of just putting it on. So every night I just turned on fucking Age of Ultron.
Like 300 times within 4 months.
No. I still watch it to this day. No, I still watch it to this day. I just watched it I think I watched it twice.
You gotta know that shit line by line.
I damn sure do. I fucking love Age of Ultron. Age is like fine wine, man. People like if you go back and watch Age of Ultron, you'll see so many. My favorite quote from Age of Ultron.
Favorite Ultron quote. Yeah.
Oh, when he goes, when Tony was talking about when Tony was like he beat me by a second when they were talking about making omelets.
That's a whack ass line, bro. Couldn't pick something better than that.
That's my favorite.
Who the hell remembers that, bro? You're lying, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
Google this. Somebody Google this, yo.
It was funny, bro.
Somebody cue the crickets.
Cue it up, bro.
What's
I don't trust him, bro, because he doesn't have any friends. Remember that, yo. So he's just making up stuff.
Go to the Wakanda scene with Ultron. Right after Ultron had just cut Buddy's arm off. After he made the vibranium transaction.
Oh yes. I remember that. He cut off Claw's arm. Yes. Mm-hmm. I still don't know about the eggs. All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
Tony comes in and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna make your father sad." And then he goes, they reminisce about the moment where, like, Ultron had made a comment and Tony was basically like, "He beat me by a second." Because remember, Ultron took over Jarvis's interface, so he had all of the memories they had with Jarvis. And Jarvis and Tony had made like an omelet competition, and it was like a little inside joke. It was kind of funny.
Mid.
Okay.
Jesus.
Hey, redemption round though. Give us another one, bro. Give us another any quote.
Redemption round.
When Cap's language.
Something dialogue that was said that would actually make a nigga want to watch it again.
Man, I mean, like that one. I guess that one's not terrible, but it's kind of corny. It's one of the corny ones
because it's overused, but it's funny.
Like
is it?
Bad joke.
This is America's ass.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Shit.
Well, how about the scene whenever they try to pick up?
Why did that stick out to you, Rain?
Yeah, I just knew it would catch everybody else's attention too.
It didn't catch I didn't even know that was in the movie, honestly, bro. How did it catch y'all attention?
You see how it brought you back? You know what I mean?
It didn't. I didn't even remember that scene. I might have blocked it out, honestly.
Or when Vision goes, exactly. Well, I was born yesterday, and then he destroys Ultron at the end.
Which one of y'all knocked me offline because I was talking shit about Iron Man? Yo, that shit hasn't happened in a minute. Ain't gonna lie.
You already know.
It was Stryker.
He ain't got ass.
Come on, bro. I'll rat.
Stryker not even an Iron Man fan.
But he's a hater.
He is a hater. That is very true. Damn,
that's crazy. Were you to say that, Free?
Huh?
Yeah, nah. Someone messaged him on the side.
Yeah, okay.
Message me what? Nobody, bro. Come on, bro. Why would anybody? If anybody knows you're a hater, bro, it would be me. Why would I would have to message them and let them know, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Let them know what.
Who you
Don't
are,
fall for his
Striker.
trap, Bree. Don't fall for his trap, man. Don't do it.
For me to fall for Striker's trap.
Does this conclude our episode before we go into a hate beef with Striker?
I think so.
All right.
Can I ask a question? How do your shows not just always devolve into a hate beef with Striker, yo?
Damn,
actually.
I ain't gonna lie. Most of them be all of us against Striker most of the time.
This is true.
That's what I'm trying to understand, yo. Like that would be like objective A, yo. How we gonna hate Striker today, bro? Like, we gotta figure this out, yo. We gotta coordinate.
We don't have to coordinate. We don't have